live? We are live.
You said yeah? We're good?
Yeah. All right, can you hear me good?
I can hear you phenomenally, brother.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like we have a Skid Row hardpoint here against
My favorite
Texas.
map. I love it.
Against Texas Rage. I'd love to see. I know the Speedy White Men did not get a scrim in before this match. However,
Hey man, that's okay.
you come out hot on a hard point. I mean, it sets the tone for the entire series. So looks like we are substituting MrRyze for Austin again today. Austin heard he had some other prior commitments, wasn't able to make it today. Anura, Vviri, Jurrell, and Onyx for Texas Rage. Looks like MrRyze gets caught out at window there. I like the presence that Speedy White Men has around P1, however. We're going to leave 3, looks like at P2.
Ooh, it looks like Ryze did not see his foot.
I mean, we're cutting hairs there. That would pixels to pixels. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to get a full 45 off of this hill. This early rotation.
Off the rip, man.
Is he really? Anura starting off hot. You're absolutely right. 4-0, 2 kills off of a kill streak. He sees MrRyze, unable to pick up that trade. Jax should win this hill.
Okay, he plays his life pretty well. Jack reads.
Unfortunately, the Speedy White Men are getting ran through. The shots from Anura. This man is on fire. First life and grabs streaks. Absolutely.
Looks like he's gonna.
Vviri here. See some heads. Gets one trade. Gets two.
2-piece. Ryze. Yeah. Good play on Ryze. Pick that up. That would have been pretty bad if they would have got that 3-piece.
Now Jax, bottom P2, gets absolutely ripped. I'm not sure what the Speedy White Men are doing here. Shots are not hitting at all. Looks like 2 full 60.
Looks like
as Vviri plays his life.
5-2. Oh man. Nero with another man. 8-1 already off the rip.
This man just came out of the gate swinging. He knows 2 are at hop up. Gets one of them.
There.
Jax unfortunately doesn't check his middle stairs. Gets traded out.
Man.
And Anura is reading everything on the map. 2 and 5. Or sorry, I apologize. 10 and 5. Jax. 1 and 7.
Like that. That's big. That's big. A double. I like it. I like it. That's big.
What do you think the Speedy White Men really need to do to get back into this game right now?
I think Jax is doing it for him right now, honestly. He got that nice 3-piece. He's got middle held down. They're getting some good time. They're contesting, but Jax gets caught with a stun. 16's got to pick that up.
I'm not sure what is going on here. They just came out like an absolutely different team right now. The scoreboard reading 11 and 114, going to end up being 123 at the end of this hill. And they already have the rotation.
Nora reads that. Does he read the second? Let's see. Let's see. Jax picks him up. Got to win the gunfight, though. Oh, man.
Anura. I mean, I'm not even going to watch anybody else's POV at this point. I say that, and then MrRyze picks him up. I'm not sure if he thinks that somebody's top god steps. There's nobody there. 16 gets his trade. And into the hill we go. Hopefully Jurrell. Jurrell with the nasty 2-piece to clean this hill up. I'm not sure. I don't know if...
finds him back apps. Jax, I'm sorry. Jax.
I mean, and Jax is instantly traded by Anura in the back as well. 16, 2-piece on time. Not sure if he reads the 2 people from short here. He doesn't, gets traded out instantaneously. Another free 20 seconds. You look down at the minimap, though. The Speedy White Men do have a good setup here for P5. I'm not sure.
Looks like they're going to try to double hit. Okay, they're going to cruise out. Solid decision. Let's see. Getting that info. It takes hill. Okay. Not a bad play. So
and it's just,
one on hill, 2
it is just an instant break, it seems.
Yeah. 4 spawns back there, so he got a beautiful spawn off that though. Looks like they're gonna get in there and hunt him down. Oh, a team kill though. Might be the breath of fresh air they need.
I don't know what they need, but 170 to 27, the Speedy White Men need something. And it just seems like they're just feeding in the line of sight of every one of these players and just not able to get across. That's a 3-piece though.
16.
Speedy White Men opt to leave P2 alone here. They have 2 people in P1. And I think they're going to just try to get a full 60 on here to try to bring this back. MrRyze, a little pre-fire into the wall. Jax watching long haul. Speedy White Men do have the more favorable spawn, I would say, for holding P1 in these blue double doors. And Jax on this heady, trying to keep things a little spicy. MrRyze just headbutts Anura.
Oh yeah, good team kills, man. Dragon, he'd be able. Okay, he gets one.
He gets out with his life.
Get the team help. Good, beautiful, beautiful Jax. Beautiful, man.
They have to bait and switch here. Unfortunately, they're not able to. They're not able to keep the slaying up quite as well as Texas Rage has been able to all map. Jax is in P2 all over again, and I'm not sure he knows somebody's P5. If he didn't know before, he knows now.
He
Picks up one.
Good hold so far. They just got to keep that momentum going. Unfortunately,
smacks him in the face with the stun. Anura wrapping all the way around here. Gets traded out.
Looks like they're gonna have 2 P5, 2 tunnel. We have 3 in hill right now. 16 finds back P5.
One thing that's interesting to note right now as well is that 16 has pulled out an AR for this hill. 16 typically a sub player.
Not a bad choice on 16, man. He knows whatever they're doing so far isn't quite working out. So good tragedy.
Definitely respect the read. Jax here has 2 people, bottom P2. Man.
Jax is already rotating. Good on him. Looks like they're coming.
And to the credit, I mean, Anura and Vviri with 20 and 10. Absolutely incredible performance. Anura's kind of slowed down quite a bit. 17 and 15. Still productive on the map. Vviri just playing the rattiest spot known to man in this bush. Perfect stun out of Jax to trade that middle steps. Jax getting a little extra aggressive though. Gets traded out.
Beautiful, beautiful. 16 finds Vviri.
And it seems like we are instantly finding life out of the Speedy White Men. I feel like they just came out of the gates a little bit too complacent, a little bit too slow. Jurrell on a 5 streak. That could be pivotal in this map moving forward if Jurrell decides to get his streaks, and he does.
Just a full hit. Good kill by Jax. Looks like they're still going to get that time, though. They brought it back a good bit, man. They brought it back 145 to about 215, 220 going into P4.
And the P4 rotation is honestly looking really good. If Jax can get this kill up top, God steps, and he does.
Beautiful.
This is a full lockdown for the Speedy White Men.
Beautiful kills. Beautiful kills. They look way more in rhythm now. Looks like they're starting to heat up a good bit.
I think they might have just heat checked Texas Heat. Unfortunately, we do have 3 flooding the back. That's going to be 3 down, 4 down for the Speedy White Men. And Texas Heat win here. 30 seconds on the hard point, 227, 230 now. It doesn't look like the Speedy White Men are going to be able to get up close with these guys.
They pretty much have to have a flawless game from here on out.
Flawless game. Here's the problem, though. There is 4 at old.
Got 1
4
top P2, they
flooded tunnel. And they are trapped back here. A team kill comes out. A streak comes out. 16's going to streak to get them off. They spawn graffiti. However, you got Jurrell and Vviri bottom garage and top single window. They're going to
You
be able
got
to
one
cut him
garage,
down.
one tunnel, pushing hill. They have to intercept him.
I don't think they're going to be able to get there, and that's an unfortunate map one. I said it yesterday on the casting yesterday. The Speedy White Men and the Skid Row hardpoint has been the kryptonite.
All right,
unfortunately,
man. You gotta learn from your mistakes and losses. That's how you get better. I will say, props to them for bringing it back, man. Props to them for bringing it back. They kept it within 100 points. Um, not too bad. What do you think they could have done better off the break there?
I just don't know if they came out with the game plan. I don't think that they had. I think they expected to win P1. I think they sent 3 to P1 and left 1 at P2, and he got traded out. And unfortunately, they just allowed him. It allowed them to chain from P1 to P2, making it almost impossible to come back from. 120-point lead off rip. That's just disheartening.
Yeah. Hey, but if I know the Speedy White Men, I know that 100-point lead, 120-point lead, 150-point lead even is nothing to them.
I mean, we have seen some crazy comebacks from this team. Unfortunately, I mean, if you have shooters like, I mean, if we go back and look at the scoreboard, I mean, we were just getting outslayed.
Swinging, man. I mean, that 6-0 off the rip, I mean, he did exactly what he needed to for his team.
And then after Anura went absolutely nuclear at the beginning of the map, Vviri ends up taking over towards the end of the map, ends the map almost double positive. I remember looking at his score line about midway through the map, and he was 20-10. Getting the man off of the map is definitely going to be the key to victory for the Speedy White Men moving forward into any of the other respawns if we get to another hardpoint for sure.
So after further thought, I think Vviri's name might be Weary.
You know, I have not gotten confirmation. I'm going to continue to call him Vviri.
Yeah, he might appreciate that. I might be wrong, man. But if I guess in my thought process, if I was making that name, like creating that name, you know, my thought behind it would be Weary for sure. I wouldn't mind a Weary. Weary sounds pretty cool. I don't think I've seen that name before.
Not sure. I know moving into this next map, I mean, it looks like we have a Karachi search and destroy. We just saw the Speedy White Men play this yesterday, losing 6-4. So maybe they took notes. I mean, obviously we have another substitution, Austin for Jax on the map right now. I'm not quite sure exactly what the team chemistry is going to be. I know that 16, Jax and Jax have all played together quite a bit. It's always just throwing MrRyze in there that just kind of throws a kink in the plan.
Kind of, I guess, my foreshadowing is Anura was looking disgusting with that SMG in his hands. So I have a really good feeling he's going to run a sub. To combat that, 16 has to get in his roots, man. I mean, he's an aggressive sub. He's nasty with it when he's confident, when he's feeling himself like he should be.
So the one thing from yesterday that we took away is that a roaming SMG in yesterday as an example, Jokey, that man was roaming around everywhere on the map, and we just couldn't do a thing about it.
We were too set up, man. We were rooted like a tree.
Yeah, we had three subs on the map at one point in time. We have to be able to shut down that roaming SMG. And I think that'll be our key to victory moving forward.
Yeah. Well, like yesterday when you saw when 16 got that 3-piece, man, like, I mean, that was it. I mean, I wouldn't say he completely shut Jokey down after that, but I mean, they came back from a 3-0. You know, as long as, I mean, 16 knows what he's doing, man. He's just got to be confident in himself and his abilities. I mean, he's a very highly skilled player, and you know, sometimes heat of the moment we forget that, we overthink. But as long as they do what they know how to do, man, I don't think they'll have a problem. Especially since they just got the reps in yesterday for it.
What'd you say, big boy?
Oh, here we go. Shit talking the map.
He
Let's get it.
he did have a few good plays,
I didn't
but
say anything. I was
I feel
accidentally
like they
pressed my
just
Z
had a
key.
counter for pretty much everything he had. Because on
Yeah,
that,
don't do it again.
even on that P3 hill, you know,
Oh,
he came
six.
out, he
Whoa,
got
whoa,
a
whoa,
nice
whoa,
little
whoa.
three-piece.
Y'all ready?
But I mean,
16 is getting hype. He is barking at the opponents in the pregame
ready.
lobby. This is
Oh, yeah.
incredible. Oh,
love that.
Lord.
That comeback would have been cool, huh?
I love that, man. I love when he gets aggressive.
This man's just trying to get into the heads, man.
He's a true character, bro. He's a true character.
Psychological warfare. Interested to see how this one pans out. I just hope we can take care of a roaming sub in the Speedy White Men, but I'd love to see Jurrell on the other team. I know he's a pretty prominently good search and destroy player. We'll see what he pieces together on the map today.
I will say I do like that white camo on the Renetti. It is with that silver barrel. It's quite aesthetic and pleasing.
There's a few things that I'm into. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties.
Wait a minute.
Please fix. Oh my goodness, I have fixed it. And the Speedy White Men with the clutch, making it a 1v1. Again, for the audience, the three of you watching, I appreciate you guys being here, and I apologize for the technical difficulty.
Hey,
but
man,
we're
you gotta
back.
keep it spiced up.
All right, let's see what we got. Jurrell, like I said, on a 2-2 spree, or 2-2 here. MrRyze, two kills off of a cruise missile. Both the other two Speedy White Men, 2-1, Mr. 16 with 0 kills, and I believe 2 deaths. Not very uncharacteristic for a sub on this map to have 0 kills. With being how aggressive they are, Jax really needs to read Anura up here at top ACs. Unfortunately, I believe he's going to win this gunfight on Jax prior to getting traded out by Jax up top. MrRyze is weak. 16 does drop. This bomb is patiently sitting inside of Cafe.
Jax just sitting back brick. I like it. I like the setup. 4 is checking. Ryze is checking up top. They're playing it slow. I like it, man.
Just need to get rid of this guy top AC. The second they funnel here, Jax funnels here, and he's going to get instantly traded out. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate to say the least. A good note, MrRyze here. 5-0. He's going to play for this streak. He doesn't have an option but to. It could be the saving grace of the next couple of rounds. However, he does get chopped down.
It's all right, man. It happens. Good performance out of him so far, man. Up 5-1. I mean, it's a really good start for him.
5-1 and 5-1 in 3 rounds is impressive. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Catching some unfortunate timing.
Yeah,
very
if he
difficult.
Would have been a second later top church, he would have already been on the ground.
And I think it's interesting too. I mean, that 3v4 on offense, it is almost insurmountable at times, especially whenever you have Anura at top AC like he was. I mean, the second you fled through Arch, I mean, you're getting beamed.
Well, if you saw Anura and I believe it was Jurrell, I mean, as soon as he got that info, put some shots down, got Jax initially, I mean, they both flooded it.
Now, I'm not sure what happened to MrRyze on the map. He's dropped. The information is top AC. Not sure 16 knows Onyx is at AC right now. But the bomb goes down at A, leaving 5 and 8 on the opposite side of the map. 2 and 8 are looking for each other. Jax wins that gunfight. Jax is going to be the first one to get any sort of timing here. Unfortunately, gets left in a 2v1. The bomb down 26 seconds.
I wonder if he reads 5 in hotel. He sees him. Good timing.
Jax kind of just has to hop this. He's gonna hop it. Jurrell,
I mean, Jurrell's got to
potential
come
timing.
get him. It looks
He
like
had
he just
to.
has good timing, man.
He had to.
Good timing.
Unfortunate for the Speedy White Men. Ties it up 2-2. I mean, if he didn't get that information and he hops that bomb there, it would have been a nice victory. However, Jurrell, he got the information that he was bottom ticket. I mean, there was nothing Jax could do with an SMG in hand from that angle. What did I tell you coming into this map? Jurrell was going to be a piece, and a piece to be dealt with. 4-2 on the map right now. I like this break off. Anura is probably going to try to go bottom bridge, and he does. Jurrell is going to place a smoke, which is an interesting play. Arch is trying to keep them from pushing forward. 16, huge win. Big two-piece, leaving a 3v1 with Onyx. Onyx picks ones up. Jax has the knowledge that he's in top fire.
3v1. They know he's in fire. How's he gonna play this?
I mean, for the Speedy White Men, absolutely. The bomb has to go down. 16.
Ooh, good pickup, man.
16.
Good pickup on 16.
Cruddy angle. Cruddy spot to be in. It works off. It pays out. Now those shots, man. Those shots. Is he a little nervy right now?
I think he might have just caught him off guard for that split second. Probably startled him, maybe for a split second, that he slid in so quick and got some shots on him. But he was still able to finish that kill, close out the round.
Now the break off here, we have 8 in Anura sitting back junk. He's going to try to get some timing on 16. He knows 16 likes to get aggressive into top fire. Jax with some information here on the cross. One cross back. There's 3 over here at the B site, and they just have to be really careful.
Jax reads it. Had some shots, no hits.
Getting a little too aggressive. Jax with the insta trade. Jax, another interesting thing to know, also is a sub player, and he's officially pulled out the AR. Onyx opts to wrap back. He's looking for Jax in their spawn. He's trying to get the good timing.
16 5 blue fire.
16 with that nasty 2-piece. It's a 2v1.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, Vviri at bridge. There should have been an instantaneous trade there. Unfortunately, the Speedy White Men opted to back off. Jurrell might be chasing 16 here. He's looking for this kill. I don't think he has any desire to put this bomb down. And he puts it down at A. We have 2 submachine guns up on the map. 16 still believes that he is at the B site. 16 with an AR in hand. I apologize.
No, he picked the AR up. He still got his sub.
I do love this positioning from Jurrell. I mean, this is typical of a search and destroy player. 1-on-1. Find a weird spot. Watch the bomb. Do not move.
I wonder if 16 is gonna read that. I wonder if he flanks all the way back alley.
If he does, he's got to go.
Ooh,
No dead silence as well. No dead silence to be noted.
lands right on top of him. No.
Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if he has the time. He might have the time.
He's got time. He's got time.
I do believe he has the time, and that is a 1v1 clutch for 16.
Beautiful play, kid. Beautiful play, man. Beautiful.
That makes it 4-2. Speedy White Men with a little slight advantage moving forward.
Most definitely. I feel like once you get up 2 rounds, man, it's you have to win those 2 rounds as like the underdog team. You have to win those 2 rounds without giving up anything. And once they get to 5, man, I mean, you have to play perfect Call of Duty at that point.
Definitely takes the wins out of the sail.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
The Speedy White Men are taking this bomb to aid. Texas Rage is 4 stacked. 4 stacked. B bomb. 5 is already on a deep wrap. 6 and 8 also in junk. Number 2 might have got some information here. 2 does get the information, loses the gunfight. Number 3 turns around at the wrong time. Jax and a 1v4. Now, you want to talk about a beautiful retake. That was a beautiful retake. Unfortunately, Jax is going to get caught out here. That's a 4-3. Down but never out, says Texas Rage.
Definitely.
You know, kind of makes me think of what 16 said in the pregame lobby is that comeback would have been cool, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, karma is a thing. Let's hope not if you're at home and you're a Speedy White fan. However, we move forward. 4-3. And we're going to keep our eyes on
Continue
Jurrell,
on
who's
to
having
victory.
a fantastic map. Obsta pulls out the sub for this round, and it's an A hit, leaving Jax completely on his own here. Jax gets the information that there's a lot here. He opts to back out. He does get away with his life. Jax with the first blood.
Man. Jax has such great movement.
8 and 6 completely back up. 3 wisely decides to stay, just in case, you know, you get that double wrap back, which they chose to do.
Super side note, man, I love that top 250 camo. I think that's one of the few things that Call of Duty did right in their design department.
16, not sure about what that play was.
I feel like in his mind he didn't want to take that because I mean he's at a huge disadvantage having a sub, and he's, you know, higher elevation than him, and he's also got that cover. He lays down, he's fine. He runs right back into church.
Nobody knows where Anura is. This is a difficult spot. Instantly traded. Lovely work out of the Speedy White Men, making it 5-3. One more round for the Speedy White Men tie up the series. Beautiful shots out of Jax. We don't see the AR in Jax's hand all too often. I'd like to see it a little bit more.
I do think he's pretty comfortable with it, man. I feel like he's got a good rhythm with it when he does take it out.
So I've played ranked play with the guy, and he's nasty with an AR. Oh, little stutters. Here we go.
So they 4-hit B again this time, and it looks like Speedy White Man choose to counter that.
MrRyze is absolute here. Onyx gets caught out. He's a little too aggressive for my taste. MrRyze opts to automatically plant this bomb. They have the information from the streak. MrRyze is stunned at bomb. Jax gets the trade. 3v2. They know exactly where both players are. 1v3.
I mean, they have, 1v3 power position, 16 on bottom.
Bomb planted 30 seconds. I mean, you could not have played that round any better.
Beautiful read, Jess. Yeah, they did their thing on this one, man. They definitely learned from yesterday.
I mean, do you think they're picking up a different rhythm? I mean, I think they carry this momentum into the next respawn. They have a little
more confidence. I feel like yesterday they just, I wouldn't say they were trying some new stuff out, but I feel like they stuck to their roots this game. I mean, you saw 16, you know, being aggressive with that sub. You saw Jax holding those long angles with the AR. Jax just kind of moving around, being Jax, doing really well. Ryze starting with that 5-0, man, that was phenomenal. That was definitely a confidence booster for all of them, I think.
Well, and I don't know if the viewers at home, you know, watched the last Karachi Search and Destroy. MrRyze had not very good map.
Yeah, he definitely did not have a great performance last night. I'm not sure if it was anxiety, nervousness. You know, he had some stuff going on mentally.
Unfamiliarity with the team, I think, played a huge part in that. I mean, you come in.
That as well.
You come into a squad you don't play with.
He is a good all around player, man. He knows what he's doing, but it can definitely, I can definitely see what you're saying. Playing with different teammates, you know, not having that full on chemistry, you know, not as much familiarity. But it looks like he learned from yesterday, picked it up, and did what he had to do.
So hopping into this control. I mean, obviously we're iced just a little bit. We got 16 on the point. Jas on the outside arch here. Wins that gunfight against Anura. Onyx, last one up for the Texas Rage, doesn't even pick one up. And they're spawning back B here. Looks like they're going to at least get one tick. We have 2 in Jas up in a power position top AC. He reads one top church, however, is not able to pick up the trade. MrRyze, instantaneous trade off of that. Anura trying to smell Ryze out of here. Ryze did a 2-0 streak. Super important for him to stay up here.
Really, really well, man.
Yeah, exactly. It was super important for him to stay up here. 16. 16. Picks up 1. Last one up for the Speedy White Men is MrRyze. I think he's going to try to keep the streak alive. Unfortunately, gets cut down by Onyx. Now this control. I mean, map control is huge. I mean, kills are obviously important. Jax, beautiful shots. Jas needs to get the trade and does. Now, look at the mini-map here. You have number 6 pushed up into junk. As soon as somebody dies from the Speedy White Men, they're going to spawn into his sights. As unfortunate as it is. I would love to see Jurrell stay back there. You know, and kind of control the spawns, control the flow of the map just a little bit better. Fortunately for them, it works. Speedy White Men have 1 on B in number 1 in 16.
Already in the back.
Almost rips Jurrell off a heady.
It's that.
Jurrell dead at the hop up. Vviri or Vviri. I don't know. You know what?
Vviri.
You tell me how to say it. Vviri.
I think it's Vviri, man. I think so. Because if it was Vviri, I feel like it would just be 1V, right?
I don't know. My name's Ethics. I can't tell you anybody else. I can't read.
Hey, but at least, man, at least ethically.
Oh, come on. I don't know exactly what the break is going to be here. I mean, they have to pick up 1. 16.
Oh man, beautiful work.
I don't know how he won that.
Brain fart. I'm about to say he had a little bit of a brain fart, but he still picks up the kill.
Jurrell dead on time. 16 kind of going on a tear here. Unfortunately, gets picked up. MrRyze in the back alley picks up Onyx, and it is on the point. Time stopped. The Speedy White Men are just flooding. That's all they can do in this situation. Everybody's spawning up to hop up. Get everybody a little bit peppered up. Make it easier for your subs inside to pick up the kills.
Beautiful work by Jas.
Unfortunate timing from Jas. Unfortunate ties from MrRyze's Call of Duty timing at its finest. If they were looking where they were supposed to be, this map might have gone a different way. It does look like it is 4-2-6. Speedy White Men have 20 seconds to get on this time. Beautiful shots out of Jax.
Good read, good pickup, good trade.
1v2. 1v2. He has to get on the time.
He gets the one. Oh man. Good pickup from Yellow, dude. Good pickup. Those are some beams.
Oh, he was the weakest he could ever be. Man. One thing to note, Vviri, a silver 1 or silver season 3 badge from last year. Silver. Not sure if you noticed that. I did. Jas absolutely going off as he usually does in a control map. For most respawns, for that matter, 10 and 8. Jurrell struggling, and Vviri at 13 and 6, kind of carrying the team right now. Again, getting him off the map. Going to be part of the key to victory for the Speedy White Men.
The team picks up barrels. I like it. Ah. He read top third. He just hops down and gets behind him a little too quick.
Now 7 and Vviri on time again. Jas top yellow gets the trade. He's going to hop top. Wow.
Beautiful shots.
Vviri is reading Jas like a paperback novel. MrRyze with a massive 2-piece left with 1 HP. Opts to go to top. third, top bricks at the moment. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the last round with Jurrell. I'd love to see him just sit in their spawn. You pick up one, you get traded, that's okay. You get the information as to where the team's moving to. You get your map control. It's just overall one of the better plays you can make on the Karachi control. Full control though for Texas Rage, and a potential A cap here. Looks like it will be an A capture. It's time for the Speedy White Men to start moving back towards B number 3 with a huge gunfight at the hop up to take some map control.
Running to each other. MrRyze can't pick it up. 16. If he gets that trade, unfortunately, he does not.
One thing to note: number 5 at the hop up here, and he's just going to control this spawn. He's just going to control this spawn. He's keeping them from spawning any closer, and he's flooding them through yellow. And you'll see from 6's POV here, this is exactly where they're coming from. MrRyze with one, Jax picks up another. Jax has to go. Speedy White Men have to go. And that's a good clear by them.
Really ballsy job by Jax, but it pays off. He gets one, he gets some information. MrRyze picks up.
And life count right here for the Speedy White Men at 10 and 12, bringing this map back. Jurrell, last one up, gets knocked down.
With a minute left to go. Big double hit.
A team kill out of Vviri, though. Unfortunate as it is.
8-7.
Jax is on.
Speedy White Men bring it back.
Jax is on a 5 spree. So if he does pick this up, we'll go to his POV. If he does pick this up, and he does, that is streaks.
Reads like a book, man. It's like we're back in English class, I'll tell you what.
8 and 5. No respawns remaining. 16 is in a very precarious position here. I think he's trying to find if somebody is maybe wrapping around, but as that happens, he catches Vviri off guard, and Onyx, last one up, is back junk and is so weak. Personally, I'd just stay back here in the back of my spawn.
Yes, push out. Onyx picks him up. 16 flanks him and finds him. Beautiful win.
And Big Dog never backs down into a fight, man. He was cornered and he was swinging. Fortunately, it was all for naught.
Hey, man, you do what you can in a 6v1. You got to give the man some credit and respect. He did what he could. He took one out. He went for the second. Didn't have time, but he wanted to get those kills. Can't hate on it. Damn, man. That Arachnid skin, I love that skin. That shit is so beautiful. Jesus. It's just like the perfect camo. If I had the top 250 camo and the Arachnid camo, I mean, I would just... I'll tell you what.
I'm a little scared of spiders. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh no, I'm terrified of spiders. I'll scream like a small child. But I mean, that camo, I would probably dap a spider up for that. You know.
So 8 on a nasty little route here, plucking some of the Speedy White Men off the point, and his wrap through top third is what kept that point from getting captured. And now again, the map control, the amount of map control that Anura is putting the Speedy White Men under right now. I mean, look at the spawns. Number 2 is the only one out. Somehow 3 is back at B. I think they got a bit too aggressive. I don't think they're going to be able to read exactly where the Speedy White Men are actually at the moment. Jax has to play his life up here as well as he can. He has 2 of them on him. Wins one. Almost wins the second.
Trades him out. Kill by Jax. Good pickup. He sees him. He's hurt.
Oh Lord, the no aim assist through the pillars. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, at some points in time,
even with
you're shooting circles,
man, he still put 4 on him.
Get a little POV here. MrRyze is in a corner, trapped by 2. Unfortunately, gets taken out. The Speedy White Men really need to get on a point here. Unfortunately, they are down 4 lives. I'm not quite sure if Jax has opted to use his streak. He hasn't. Top third. You know you have one fire. That's a captured point, but they are down by 6
Double teamed again.
lives.
Man, Texas Rage, dude. I'll tell you, they're good at playing off of each other. They're very good at playing off of each other, waiting for each other to double team.
I mean, the trades are immaculate.
Most definitely.
The timing wins one. See, look at this.
Like that.
Jurrell,
You see,
Jurrell and Onyx just played perfectly off of each other. I cannot explain how difficult that is to have team chemistry like that.
Anura and Vviri, man. Like, Vviri hops over, 16 gets him, and Anura's right
And this is the worst spawn you could ever imagine from Jas. 5 spawns right behind him in useless while he is at Boxcar. I'm not quite sure how that spawn happens, but it does, and he gets caught out. 16 absolutely weak at the front. Jurrell with a huge 2-piece there to try to keep Speedy White Men off of this time.
7-11 with 20 seconds to go. 7-10. They got to make something shake pretty soon.
They're trying to regroup at this bus here, and they have to go. Huge kill out of Jas.
Another beautiful kill.
Jas trying to do everything by himself here. Does quite a bit, but it's not enough, unfortunately. 2 to 3 on the map right now. And it looks like the Speedy White Men get on time for one last hoorah.
Ryze finds him. 1-5, 1-5.
Oh, MrRyze unfortunately cannot win that gunfight.
Valiant effort, brother. Valiant effort.
I mean, taking a look at this scoreboard, I don't know what's not meshing. I mean, I think it's just the team plays, the ability that Texas Rage has to continually buy trades. You know, keeping the lives even on the map, 3-3, 2-2, whatever it may be. It just seems like they get trades so efficiently. And it's not allowing
Onyx
the Speedy White Men to move up.
Yeah, Onyx and Vviri are just doing their thing, man. Like I said, Texas Rage, they just play off of each other so well. Like, I mean, it's almost, it's so hard to fight 2 people, especially at this level of skill. Like, it's damn near impossible unless you just, you know, cracked out. But
I mean, picking up a 2-piece is difficult enough. 16 is in the spawn of Texas Rage, does get called out. I think he's going to try to play his life to the best of his ability here and wins one. Picks up an AR off of him as well. That might come in handy as we move over. I think 16 knows that they're already through junk. Huge 3-piece out of the man, Jas. We're going to go back to a 16 POV. Jurrell's pushing up top third, 2 at top 2. Vviri, they're feeding, they are funneling almost a 3-piece out of 16. Excuse me. Not a point to be lost as the Speedy White Men, they are flying. They're firing on all cylinders. MrRyze up top here, watching the funnel all over again. I don't want to see these guys go up through top third with MrRyze on this heady. Perfect team stun thrown. Jurrell close on time. Jas runs out of ammo. Desperation pistol. Works its magic, 3 seconds. And that's going to be a tied game for the Speedy White Men. No ticks.
Got a 2-2, man. Any man's game. We're in a dangerous land.
Now, and if I'm not mistaken here, the Speedy White Men should receive defense. They have more ticks. I believe they have more lives as well. We'll see off of this break how it plays out. It looks like the Speedy White Men have offense. I lied. They have defense. So, Speedy White Men just won a round, right? They just have to do the exact same thing here. I take that back. They opt to 4 hits A site, leaving 16 by himself. He is instantly traded. Jax is top yellow right now. Onyx is underneath him. And Onyx being the last man up, he might be able to get a touch in here. Just to try to stop some time, maybe apply some pressure for the Speedy White Men to come around. We're going to leave him. We're going to come over to Jax. Man has been cooking this entire series beyond that hard point. I can't really say he was cooking on the hard point. He's definitely having himself a time on Karachi.
16 with a 2-piece. Let's see it.
As B-Tick might become a little bit of an issue for them a little bit later. Number 4 and Jax is a junk gets traded out. And there's 2 people on the A site, and Jax opts to call in a cruise missile. Pulls one off the point, and that's just for information as well, so they know exactly where all these other players are positioned at.
Yes. Another. One's one off though. Gotta get one more off. Looks like Jurrell's gonna slide over to assist.
Looks like Jurrell is gonna die to that nade. Unfortunately, he does not. He's gonna be. I'm not sure how he's alive. That man is weak. That man is the weakest. Jax, I love this position out of him. MrRyze and Jax are so pushed up into their spawn that they are just trapped back here. And if anybody gets past Jax, they're gonna have to deal with 16 sitting in stairwell. I mean, this just looks like a dominant performance out of the boys, Speedy White Men. They do lose
10. They got 1 tick on B.
They do lose jump control here, but Jas being top yellow.
MrRyze being aggressive, man. Playing top single. That's what finds him.
Oh my goodness, I just saw a dead slide. $15 to 8. $15 to 5. 14 to 6.
Seconds. Yeah.
16 with a massive win there. That's a huge two-piece. Jax to end this map. Opts to call in a cruise missile. That'll make this map a 14 to 2 with 22 seconds left. All information of the position of Texas Rage is known by the Speedy White Men. And Vviri, I mean, he's just staring at the ceiling. I don't blame him. Let's play some volleyball.
Play with your grenade.
Ping pong. Oh, what was that game back in middle school? Wall ball, where you threw it at the wall, and if you didn't catch it, you had to run, touch the wall, or they'd peg you with the ball. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, wall ball, man.
Yeah, that brought back some childhood memories.
Oh man, that brings back some good memories. But you could also throw it at the person. If you hit them with the ball before they hit the wall, they were out too.
That was a fun game. Good times.
Good times, man. Good times. That was back in the baseball days, bro.
So you love to see this series, though. Speedy White Men come out horrendously, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. They came out horrendously in the Skid Row. Came out, showed some life in the Search and Destroy. And now we had a 3-2 victory in the Control, moving into another hard point, though. Do they carry that momentum from the Control and the Search into this next hard point? Or do you think the hard point woes continue?
I think if they keep up the momentum they built, these last 2 dubs they got, I think they'll be just fine. I think if they just keep, doing what they're doing, playing together, playing well, I think they're definitely got the little piggies warm, the thumbers. I think they're definitely warmed up now. I think they kind of figured out what needed to happen, what didn't need to happen anymore. I think they have a better idea of what's going on. They both teams have 3 maps in against each other, so I think they've they've kind of figured out each other's play styles. So I think it'll be interesting to see how they go into this hard point, knowing what the other is going to do a little bit more.
I'm not sure what this last hard point's going to be. I know we're switching host again, but I mean, let's talk about this scoreboard a little bit. Jass. I mean, I said it yesterday,
Yes, man.
but the key to
Jesus.
the Speedy White Men victory is him finding a power position and sitting there. And
I mean, if you
he
look
was
up,
top fire the entire time he was on defense, and it was 2-piece after 2-piece after 3-piece, and he was just having a good map. 41 and 26. I think Jurrell, his respawn. I mean, if he came out swinging in that respawn like he was swinging in that search and destroy, might have been a little bit of a different story from the side of Texas Rage.
I mean, man, if you look side by side, I mean, of course, you have Jazz, the monster, coming out 41 on top, 41 and 26, 31 and 29, 29 and 29, 32 and 26. And then, for Texas Rage, we have 36, 35, one over breaking even, 26 and 35, 28 and 32, 20 and 32. All still really good performances from both teams. But, I mean, Speedy White Men just were. I mean, they were locked in. They were dialed.
You can't overcome a kill deficit in control.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but it's extremely difficult. They almost pulled it off.
Yeah. I mean, you can capture. You get 4 down, 3 down, even sometimes even 2 down, if the map is spread out enough. But I mean, once you're down 15-6, like we saw in that last round, I mean, it's just. I mean,
You're fighting the
it's
waves
damn
at
near
that point.
impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fighting the current.
I mean, at that point, they just send 3 at you. You get down to 5, down to 4. You have no respawns left. I mean, it's. I mean, you have to play perfect Call of Duty at that point.
Trevor, I left you with the stream, and you didn't do anything with it. What did I miss?
Not really.
Nothing really, as we're 39-39 moving into the end of P2.
You're not streaming it. You're not streaming it.
Oh, brother, did I not stream it? Oh, we are falling apart.
Oh, that's why I didn't think they started yet.
We are falling apart.
Sorry about that stream. My sincerest apologies.
Oh, no, it's my fault. Looking forward, and Speedy White Men have this rotation. 8's going to be on the time. 5's going to be in a nice little Freddy angle. I like to see that from him. I'd love to see Ryze chow this man out here. Meanwhile, he's just playing his life, playing patient. It pays off for him. They pick up 3. Onyx is still up. He's top brick. He'll be able to see MrRyze if he stands up there. Now this hill, I mean, the top third here is probably the most important spot. You see, Jurrell pushes up as soon as they get those 3 pieces, and 6 and 8 spawn at P2. It's kind of a hike to get away to the next hill. No Austin. Austin has other maps. He is being substituted right now by MrRyze. Speedy White Men opting to try to break this hill through church. Onyx is going to be the guy looking down. He knows Jax is at useless. 16 is going to get cut down from top third. Beautiful shots out of Onyx and Jax. Just, I'm not sure what Jax was thinking, re-challing that, but it worked. Information that Jurrell is behind the barricade. Jax picks him up as well. Good 5 spree out of Jax here. Love to see him pick up a streak. 16 holding off old, and Jax and MrRyze are already set up in pretty good positions at new. Fortunately, somebody wraps around and picks them up off of the back of new. Jax with a big win. Keep this a little bit mixy. Onyx and Jurrell here close. Have the potential to break this. Onyx and Vviri down below. Not sure Jax knows they're there, but he does now. Wins 1. 16 helps his teammate out, and this is perfect time. And looks like a really good hold out of the Speedy White Men. Jurrell here on the wrap. I'd love to see him just leave this and just play for P1, which he is doing right now. A little bit of info. 7 and 6 start moving through bottom yellow, and I don't know what you call that. Vending? L?
I prefer vending. I know some people call it elbow.
Jax was on a 10 spree. Absolutely just going crazy on the map. 13 and 9.
Good pick up by 16.
Jax is in the perfect position to try to cut this player off here.
Timing.
Interesting.
Timing.
Still picks him up, and that's a free 26 seconds for the Speedy White Men. 16 also on a 10 kill streak. That is 2 players from the Speedy White Men that have popped merciless on the map right now. 16, both guns, can do it with both. Going absolutely crazy. He's on an 11 streak. Up top yellow, not in the easiest position to be as a submachine gun player. Jumps down. My pickup is 12th here. Does off of Jurrell. Jurrell not having the best of game. 16. I'm going to stay on this man's POV. He's on a 12 spree.
13.
Turns out the Monty Cam was not what was needed. 14.
Jesus, man. Can he get the ruthless?
I would
Looks like
not be surprised. He's got this read. He has the beat.
Oh,
that is a
man.
15 kill streak for 16. The kid is doing
16 on a 16.
everything. 16
Count
on
it
a
up,
16,
buddy.
brother. What do you want to do? Unfortunately, 16's the magic number. Gets cut down at 16 kill streak. Jax also sitting Jax sitting nice and pretty at 16 and 10. The slaying from this team on Karachi has just been impeccable. I'd love to see Vviri get some productivity going. At that first hard point, he came out swinging, came out absolutely slugging. See if he gets this kill. He does. Gets instantly traded by 16, who is behind him. Jas with another 2, and that's a 4 down. They're spawning in Coop. Number 7 and 16 is trying his best to stay up, ends up getting traded out after getting 1. And they're flooding this ult for 26 seconds. I'm not quite sure how I like that play, but it does get them 3 down with Vviri at top satellite for net. I mean, how do you come back? How do you come back from a situation like this where you have 16 going on a 15 kill streak, 16. You have Jax going on a 10 kill streak. Like, you see those pop up on your screen, and how do you come back?
You know, I just try not to pay attention to it. I just try to get it out of my head as fast as possible, to be honest.
If I were in this lobby, I'd be trying to get out of the lobby as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Jas, just absolutely
Just frying like
beaming.
Sunday lunch, brother. Oh, man.
Get him a job at KFC because he is frying. Jax, 21 and 13 on the day. MrRyze playing kind of what he has to. You know what I mean? When you have everybody else slaying out around the point like Jas and Jax are right now, what are you supposed to do? MrRyze just needs to sit his pretty little self in the point and pretend there's nothing going on around him. And it's, again, another fantastic setup for the Speedy White Men. MrRyze catches one.
Good pickup. I think he's gonna read him right here. If he does, it's huge.
Oh my
right
goodness,
there,
that is massive. Onyx also getting ripped.
Just basically ended any chance they had to get in there just now, man. That was a really big kill out of him.
This is a masterclass. I mean, I don't think. I
mean,
stand by. That's 4 down and some life. 3 seconds for the Speedy White Men to end this game. Streaks are in. 16 is down. That's only 1 dead.
Good kill.
I love that. I love that play out of Jas. That's the play you want to see. You want to see some patience. You want to see some discipline. And because of that, Speedy White Men come out. The Speedy White Men come out and they close out the round. And that is a 3-1 victory against the Texas Rage.
Yeah, man, really good performance. That's kind of what Jas just putting on a clinic. 30 and 14, 16, 27 and 14.
This is something that I haven't told him about yet. But we're going to go down there, me and you, and we're going to have a post-game interview with Mr. Jas. So what was the conversation like after that hard point? You obviously, I mean, it was not a very good map out of you. I know the knocking the dust off, whatever. What was the conversation between the hard point and the search and destroy that got y'all so locked in to turn the series around?
Right at the end, I just was like, I was like the leader, I guess, right then. I was like, we lock in next one. Literally, I just said we lock in. We're good. Like it happens. Like everyone gets caught off guard. One map. We just locked in, and we realized we were 10 times better than them.
Oh, I think after MrRyze went off 5-0 in the first 2 rounds, I figured y'all had it all locked down and figured out. MrRyze with an absolute beamer.
Oh yeah, that search was nice.
So walk me through, I guess the control was where they thought, potentially one of y'all was cheating. I mean, they're requesting money cams. What was up with that?
Yeah, they were getting choke slammed so bad that they needed a money cam. But nah, we were just feeling it. Comms were flowing. Everything was feeling very smooth on the map. It was 3-2. It was close. I mean, it's Karachi. What do you think? What do you expect? But we were on point.
Headbanger on Karachi. You can't expect it to be a 3-0 unless you're absolutely slamming. And then that hard point, I mean, I think they thought they iced you guys out for that Karachi hard point. Y'all come out swinging 16 with a 16 kill streak.
Yup.
Jax with a 10 kill streak. I mean, what is your role on the map whenever your teammates are slaying out that way?
Me, I'm letting them do what they have to do, and I'm just rotating. I'm getting spawns for them. I'm doing what I'm doing the dirty work for them because they're feeling themselves. They're slamming everyone, so I don't have to do it.
I love that team. I love that teamwork.
Yup.
Mr. Atlas, do you have any more questions for Mr. Jass?
How were you feeling after that 41? Do you think y'all kind of had it sealed in the bag? I mean, you dropped 41. Y'all were all above 30. I think only one of them broke 30. Y'all were feeling pretty confident going into the next hard point.
Yeah, felt very confident. We had a great map, and then I was like, yeah, it's over. This Karachi's gonna be over.
On the first hard point, what if you had to pick one thing, what do you think y'all could have done collectively as a team to kind of bounce back from that 120?
Um, Probably just rotation. Our rotations on that map was just horrid. We were not rotating. We weren't playing cuts very well. We weren't like communicating very well. So I think once we like if we started to lock in actually and actually rotate and actually talk to each other, we probably could have come back. But the mood was down, the vibe was out, so it was just hard.
Well, y'all picked it up after that. So one thing that I wanted to ask you about and get your opinion on, you played Snoopy last night, man. Heard you got some
Yeah.
gas. What exactly was said there?
Snoopy said I'm a beam. I was very excited. I was very gassed. I need to post that on my Twitter. Snoopy
Now
said I'm a beam.
that has to go on Twitter. Anyway, we'll let you go from here. Fantastic map out of you guys. I mean, the
Yeah,
team's
great
looking good.
performance. Great performance out of all of y'all.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All righty. Well, that's it. Speedy White Men take the 3-1 victory. Moving forward, we'll keep you posted in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord yet, exclamation Discord in the chat. We're going to be posting notifications for the Speedy White Men whenever they play and whenever me and Mr. Atlas here are able to cast them. If you haven't already dropped a follow, Mr. The Rise Cod dropped me a follow 4 minutes ago. I appreciate that. But with that being said, we will see you guys on the next Codcast.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for watching, man.